Have you ever finished cleaning your home, only to feel a little lightheaded, maybe a cough tickle in your throat, or even a sudden wave of fatigue wash over you? It's a common feeling for many, especially as we get a little older. We often just chalk it up to the effort of cleaning, or perhaps the changing weather. But what if the very products we use to make our homes sparkle are actually making us feel worse? The truth is, for those of us over 70, our bodies react differently to chemicals than they did in our younger years. Our respiratory systems can be more sensitive, our skin a little thinner, and our immune systems might not be as robust. That seemingly harmless spray or powerful cleaner you've used for decades could now be posing a hidden risk to your health, silently contributing to those aches, sniffles, or general feelings of being unwell. But there's a simple secret to protecting yourself and still keeping your home beautifully clean. In this video, we're going to uncover 3 common cleaning products that you, if you're over 70, really should think about avoiding. We'll talk about why they're risky and, more importantly, what safe, easy alternatives you can use instead. Stick around and watch to the end for something that will truly surprise you. Let's dive right into the first common cleaning product that might be doing more harm than good. Especially as we mature those incredibly powerful, often caustic, oven cleaners. We all know the type. They promise to melt away grease and grime with minimal scrubbing, and they often come with a strong, chemical scent that tells you just how potent they are. For years, these might have been your go-to for a sparkling oven interior. But let's think about what makes them so effective. These cleaners usually contain highly corrosive chemicals, like lye or sodium hydroxide, which are designed to literally eat through baked-on food and grease. While they're powerful on dirt, they're equally powerful and dangerous to your lungs, skin, and eyes. Imagine breathing in those fumes in a relatively confined space like your kitchen. For someone over 70 whose respiratory system might already be a little more sensitive due to age, or perhaps conditions like asthma, COPD, or even just general seasonal allergies, inhaling these strong chemicals can be incredibly irritating. It can trigger coughing fits, wheezing, shortness of breath, and even exacerbate existing conditions, leading to serious discomfort and even health crises. Beyond the lungs, consider the risk to your skin. As we age, our skin naturally becomes thinner and more fragile. A splash of one of these caustic cleaners on unprotected skin could cause a severe burn, and healing times can be much longer than they once were. Even just wiping down surfaces where these chemicals have lingered can cause irritation. Then there's the risk of accidental ingestion or eye contact, even with glasses on. A splash could lead to severe eye damage. And if you're bending down to reach the back of the oven, or stretching to get into those awkward corners, the fumes can become even more concentrated, potentially causing dizziness or lightheadedness, which increases your risk of a fall. The physical act of using these products can be quite strenuous too, requiring awkward postures and reaching into tight spaces, which can strain backs, knees, and shoulders. So, what's the safer alternative to these hazardous oven cleaners? It's simpler and far less toxic than you might imagine. And you probably already have the ingredients in your pantry. The secret lies in a paste made from baking soda and a little water. You simply mix enough baking soda with water to create a thick paste, almost like frosting. Then, spread this paste all over the interior of your oven, especially on the greasy spots. For best results, let it sit overnight. The baking soda works to naturally break down and lift the grease. In the morning, you'll find that much of the grime can be gently wiped away with a damp cloth. For any stubborn spots, a little white vinegar sprayed on top of the baking soda residue will create a fizzing reaction, which further helps to loosen the dirt. Then, just wipe clean. This method takes a bit more patience than a quick spray, but it requires far less scrubbing and eliminates all the dangerous fumes. You're not putting your lungs or skin at risk. Another wonderfully gentle yet effective alternative for minor spills or light cleaning is simply hot water and dish soap. If you wipe up spills as they happen, or soon after they cool, you can often avoid the need for harsh chemicals altogether. A good quality microfiber cloth combined with hot, soapy water can work wonders. Some people also swear by steam cleaners for ovens, as the heat and moisture can loosen grime without any chemicals at all. Think about it this way: instead of attacking the grime with corrosive agents, you're letting natural processes or simple heat do the work. Remember Mary, who always used the strong stuff. Convinced it was the only way to get her oven truly clean, she found herself coughing and wheezing after every oven cleaning session, often for days afterwards. Her family started worrying about her, especially with her asthma. When her granddaughter suggested trying the baking soda method, Mary was skeptical, but she gave it a go. The first time, it took a bit longer, and she didn't get every single speck, but she didn't cough once. Over time, as she used it regularly, she realized her oven was just as clean, and her breathing was so much clearer. It was a revelation. So, instead of reaching for that strong-smelling spray, reach for your baking soda. Your lungs and your whole body will thank you. Now that we've talked about those harsh oven cleaners, let's turn our attention to another common culprit that often goes unnoticed, simply because we associate it with making our homes smell good. Next up, let's talk about something many of us use almost daily, thinking it's harmless, or even beneficial: air fresheners and scented sprays, including those plug-ins, automatic sprayers, and aerosol cans that promise to make your home smell like a meadow or a fresh breeze. The danger here isn't as immediately obvious as a corrosive oven cleaner, but it's a stealthy threat to your health, especially as you get older. These products are often packed with what are called volatile organic compounds, or VOCs, and phthalates. These aren't just tongue-twisting scientific terms. They're chemicals that, when released into the air, can have a surprisingly negative impact on your respiratory system and overall well-being. Think about it: when you spray an air freshener, you're not just dispersing a pleasant scent, you're releasing a cocktail of chemicals into the air you breathe. For someone over 70 who might spend more time indoors, and whose lungs might be more vulnerable to irritants, these VOCs can trigger a host of problems. They can cause headaches, dizziness, nausea, and irritate your eyes, nose, and throat. If you have asthma or allergies, these synthetic fragrances are notorious triggers, leading to wheezing, coughing, and even full-blown asthma attacks. Many of these products also contain phthalates, chemicals used to make scents last longer, which have been linked to hormonal disruption and other long-term health concerns. We've become so accustomed to masking odors with these sprays that we often forget that a clean-smelling home should come from cleanliness itself, not from covering up smells with more chemicals. Remember John, who loved his lemon-scented air freshener and had one in every room. He'd spray them multiple times a day, thinking he was making his home feel fresh and inviting. But John also had a persistent morning cough and often felt congested, which he just put down to getting older. When his doctor suggested he look at his indoor air quality, John decided to try a little experiment and stopped using all his air fresheners. Within a week, his morning cough was significantly reduced, and he felt like he could breathe more deeply. It was a revelation that something he thought was making his home better was actually contributing to his discomfort. So, how do we make our homes smell fresh without resorting to these risky products? The best air freshener is simply fresh air itself. Make it a habit to open your windows for 10-15 minutes each day, even in cooler weather, to allow stale air to escape and fresh air to circulate. This simple act can dramatically improve your indoor air quality and naturally eliminate odors. If you want a pleasant aroma, consider using a diffuser with pure essential oils, but use them sparingly and in well-ventilated areas. Lavender, citrus oils like orange or lemon, or even a subtle pine scent can be lovely. However, always ensure you use high-quality, pure essential oils. And remember that even natural oils can be strong, so a little goes a long way. Another wonderful, old-fashioned trick is to simmer some natural ingredients on your stovetop. Fill a small pot with water. Add a few orange or lemon peels, a cinnamon stick, and a few cloves, and let it gently simmer. This creates a beautiful, natural aroma that fills your home without any harsh chemicals. Keeping your home truly clean is another key component. Regularly emptying rubbish bins, cleaning up spills promptly, and washing pet bedding or fabric items that can hold odors will do more to keep your home smelling genuinely fresh than any spray ever could. You can also place small bowls of baking soda in areas prone to odors, like under the sink or in the fridge. As baking soda is a natural odor absorber, consider having some beautiful, natural houseplants as well. They not only add beauty, but can also help purify the air. It's about creating a genuinely healthy and naturally pleasant environment, rather than masking issues with artificial fragrances. By making these changes, you're not just creating a nice smell, you're fostering a healthier breathing environment for yourself. Now that we've discussed how important it is to clear the air of those hidden chemical clouds, let's talk about another common cleaning product that demands our utmost caution, especially for those of us navigating our golden years. Finally, let's talk about the incredibly potent pear bleach and ammonia-based cleaners. These are often the heavy hitters in our cleaning arsenal. Revered for their disinfecting power and ability to tackle tough stains, you might use bleach for whitening laundry, sanitizing bathrooms, or tackling mold, and ammonia-based cleaners for streak-free windows or shiny floors. The danger with these products, however, is twofold, and particularly amplified for someone over 70. Firstly, both bleach and ammonia are highly corrosive and emit strong fumes. Direct contact with skin can cause severe burns, and as we discussed, older skin is more delicate and slower to heal. Accidental splashes in the eyes can lead to irreversible damage. Inhaling the fumes, especially in poorly ventilated spaces, can cause severe respiratory irritation, leading to coughing, wheezing, and even chemical pneumonia. Your lungs, after decades of life, simply don't have the same resilience to these irritants. But here's the truly critical danger. A mistake that can be lethal: never, under any circumstances, should you mix bleach with ammonia-based cleaners. This combination creates a toxic chloramine gas, which can cause severe respiratory distress, fluid in the lungs, and can be fatal. It's a mistake that happens more often than you'd think, perhaps inadvertently by using an ammonia-based glass cleaner on a surface previously wiped with a bleach solution, or vice versa. For someone over 70, perhaps with slightly diminished senses, vision, or memory, the risk of such an accidental, yet catastrophic, mix is significantly higher. The fumes alone can cause immediate dizziness or disorientation, leading to falls or further accidental exposure. Imagine Sarah, who always used bleach to sanitize her bathroom, believing it was the only way to get it truly clean. She'd noticed her eyes watering and her throat feeling scratchy after every cleaning session. But she just pushed through it. One day, she decided to also use her favorite window cleaner, which was ammonia-based, on the mirror above the sink right after she'd used bleach on the countertop. Almost immediately, a horrible choking smell filled the air. She felt a burning sensation in her lungs and struggled to breathe. Luckily, her neighbor heard her coughing and came to her aid, getting her outside into fresh air quickly. It was a terrifying experience that showed her just how dangerous these common chemicals could be, especially when combined. So, what are the safer alternatives to these powerful, yet perilous, cleaners for disinfection? There are several effective and much safer options. White vinegar, for instance, is a fantastic natural disinfectant for many surfaces. It's excellent for cleaning bathrooms, kitchens, and even floors. While it has a strong smell initially, it dissipates quickly and leaves no harmful residue. For situations where you need stronger disinfection, such as cutting boards or toilets, hydrogen peroxide, the common 3% solution found in drugstores, is a great alternative to bleach. It breaks down into water and oxygen, leaving no toxic residue. Remember, though, never mix hydrogen peroxide with vinegar in the same container, as it can form peracetic acid, which is also irritating. Use them separately, one after the other, ensuring surfaces are dry between applications. For general cleaning, good old dish soap and warm water are incredibly effective for most surfaces. Microfiber cloths are also your best friend here. Their unique weave can pick up dirt and germs without the need for harsh chemicals. For shining glass, a mixture of water and a small amount of white vinegar, applied with a clean microfiber cloth or crumpled newspaper, will leave your windows sparkling without any ammonia fumes. The key is to be diligent with regular cleaning using these gentler methods, preventing the buildup of grime that might tempt you to reach for stronger solutions. And always read your cleaning product labels carefully. If a product warns you about mixing it with other cleaners, take that warning very seriously. When you're making these choices, you're not just choosing a different cleaner, you're choosing to breathe easier, to protect your skin, and to keep your home a safe sanctuary for your well-being. We've covered some really important areas regarding cleaning product safety. Now, let's bring it all together and share some final thoughts on making these practical changes for a healthier home. We've explored 3 common categories of cleaning products that, while seemingly helpful, can pose significant risks to your health, especially as you navigate your 70s and beyond. We talked about those harsh, caustic oven cleaners, with their dangerous fumes and corrosive potential, and discovered the gentle yet powerful alternative of baking soda and vinegar. Then, we shined a light on the hidden dangers of seemingly innocent air fresheners and scented sprays, revealing how their volatile compounds can irritate your lungs and contribute to headaches, offering simple solutions like fresh air, essential oil diffusers, and stovetop simmers instead. And finally, we delved into the perilous pair of bleach and ammonia-based cleaners, emphasizing their corrosive nature and the potentially fatal risks of mixing them, presenting safer options like vinegar and hydrogen peroxide for effective cleaning and sanitization. The common thread here isn't about being afraid of cleaning your home. It's about being informed and making smarter choices that genuinely protect your well-being. It's about understanding that what worked in your younger years might not be the safest choice now, as your body's sensitivities naturally change with age. Remember, making these shifts in your cleaning routine isn't about achieving a perfectly sterile, hospital-like environment. It's about creating a home where you can breathe easy, literally and figuratively. It's about ensuring that your sanctuary truly supports your health, not unknowingly detracts from it. These small changes, swapping out a harsh chemical for a natural alternative, choosing fresh air over synthetic scents, or simply reading a label more carefully, can make a surprisingly big difference in your daily comfort, your respiratory health, and your overall vitality. You've spent a lifetime building your home and making it your own. Now it's time to ensure it truly nurtures your health and happiness. These aren't sacrifices, they are smart investments in your future. And here's the surprise I promised you at the beginning. The most powerful cleaning tool you possess isn't a chemical in a bottle. It's your knowledge and your willingness to make informed choices. By watching this video and understanding these risks, you've already taken a massive step toward a healthier home and a more vibrant you. That wisdom is truly invaluable. I'd love to hear from you. Have you noticed any differences when switching to more natural cleaners? What are your favorite homemade cleaning solutions that you've discovered work wonders? Share your wisdom and experiences in the comments below. Your insights could help someone else on their journey to a healthier home. If this video resonated with you, if you found it helpful or enlightening, please take a moment to give it a thumbs up. It truly helps us reach more incredible people like you who could benefit from this information. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We're dedicated to bringing you more practical tips, gentle guidance, and empowering insights designed specifically to help you live your best, healthiest, and happiest life at every age. Your home should be a place of comfort, safety, and fresh air. a space where you thrive. By making these thoughtful choices about your cleaning products, you're not just cleaning your surfaces, you're enriching your life. Live your best life at every age.